It's that time of year again, and to help celebrate, Chris and I had put together this whole collection about gift giving. I know that I am definitely in this mode where I'm always looking for ideas and inspiration to help find that great gift for friends, family, and my own kids. And something that I tend to forget about until the last minute, and I'm going to try not to do it this year, especially since I'm making this video for you, is stockings. That I kind of forget. I think about the major stuff and I get it all planned out and I feel like, okay, I have everything that I need. And then I remember that I need stuff to throw in stockings. And a lot of times this should seem easy, right? But then I'll come up with an idea and it's too big, or it seems like maybe it should be a standalone present. And I wanted to run through this list. I have about 10 things that if your kids are younger or even a little bit older, you might be able to kind of take these general ideas and find something that's going to really fit their age range. So I have 10 ideas for stocking stuffers. The first one is art supplies. So something that especially in the early years, kids go through like crazy. I don't know about you guys, like markers, the lids never get back on the markers. So we're always in need of markers. Crayons, those cool markers that only show up on the Color Wonder ones. Or if your kids are older, maybe like those skinny paint sets with little paintbrushes. Maybe a charcoal set for like a teenager if they're interested in drawing. There are so many variations. I would head to your local craft store and get a whole bunch of inspiration of crafty, artsy kind of things that usually are going to be able to fit in their stocking. So that one's number one. Something else that maybe my kids are just strange, but personal care items they tend to like. So like chapstick. Maybe it's because usually they're, it's like, no, that's mommy's. I don't want you to like spread it all over your face. Chapstick. I know character band-aids are a big hit with a lot of kids. Even stuff like gum or mints or, something of that variety. It's kind of funny how much little kids love them. And if you have older kids, there might be things that they just need and will be appreciative to have. Maybe some lip gloss for the girls. Maybe a cool pack of gum or whatever it might be. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be something that fits in a stocking. And I think stockings are a good place to have stuff that's practical too. 3. So things like coupons or certificates or even tokens. I have done the thing where if we have leftover Chuck E. Cheese tokens from a trip or something like that, or leftover arcade tokens or something, I will put those in the stocking as kind of like the promise of like, we're gonna go there again soon. And it's a fun way to kind of do that. I've done it for my husband where I went to the driving range and bought a bunch of driving range tokens for him and gifted him those to say that like I could just hand him, the cash, but I know that he's not going to use it for it. So saying that like, I want you to go do this. I want you to go have this experience is something that you can get pretty creative with. You could do restaurant certificates. If there's a certain, activity or something that your child or, your husband or family member loves, put it in their stocking. Something else that is easy and practical is those snack-sized treats. So my kids often want to tear into the stockings before we even really get to breakfast or something like that. So it might be a nice option, maybe little bags of pretzels or Chex Mix, or you can include some candy in there, something fun. But it's something that they're excited to munch on while they open up the rest of their gifts. And I will tell you that even as an adult or as a teenager, I remember my mom would sometimes put, candy or snacks in her stockings, and we were always appreciative, even as an older kid. Another fun thing that can work for a variety of ages is like mini figurines or stuff like that. I know these are super popular right now, like the blind bag stuff, super popular, Shopkins, and even like the little Lego figurines. But even for older kids, if there's like a movie or a TV show that they're really into, you would be surprised what you're able to find on Amazon. Maybe you have a husband or something that's really into like The Simpsons, and you can order him like a pack of little Simpsons figurines that he can put on his desk at work and that will put a smile on his face. It's amazing what you can find now that we have like online shopping. And this is something that is perfect to fit in the stocking, and it's something fun. I know my kids are like, thanks to YouTube Kids and all of those, you know, toy opening videos, they're obsessed with blind bags, so this is a great spot to put them. Something else that can work for a variety of ages is paperback books, because if you have a paperback book, you can kind of bend it a little bit and like slide it into the stocking, and it can actually give a little bit of shape to the stocking and help you stuff the rest of the stuff in there. So for kids, you know, there's a variety, but like I would even like having a paperback book end up in my stocking. It's something that, you know, obviously you can go and find something that's going to be age appropriate, and it's a perfect gift to put in there. I forget what number we're up to, but another thing is like anything silly putty, Play-Doh, slime, that's of course very popular. Anything like that is a fun one to put in there. I know for myself that I still enjoy just playing with silly putty, or like you know, even Play-Doh, something like that. But they have ones that are kind of geared a little bit more for older kids, that it's meant to be kind of like a, you know, like a fidget toy essentially. So you could definitely find those. I think you could probably find stuff at the dollar store. A lot of these you could probably find at the dollar store and plop them in there. Another thing is bouncy balls. We call them super balls, or yo-yos, or something of that variety, just something small. I can't tell you, you know, how much time I spent as a child, and my kids enjoy it too, just bouncing a super ball, throwing it up the steps and letting it bounce back down to you. You know, simple fun, something cheap and easy to throw in the stocking. Another fun thing for young kids, if they're into it, is tattoos. Just be warned that tattoos might then be in all of your Christmas pictures if they insist on putting them on right away. But it's something fun that for a variety of ages and what they're into, that you can grab a sheet of them. Maybe each kid gets a sheet of it, or you can kind of cut them up and do whatever you want with it and put them in there. And finally, something else that has been a hit for my kids, and this is one I definitely recommend that you just go to the dollar store, see what's there. My boys have been interested in any of like mini electronics, so like little flashlights, little calculators, like Dollar Tree calculators, like bags that are there, like the little tool bags, you know, anything like that. Or if, you know, girl, they have so many of those cute like little purse bags or makeup bags. There's so many options there, but go outside of the toy section and see what might be appropriate for my child at this age, but also like what is that line between adult and kid that is fun for them to cross, like calculators and the flashlights and fun stuff like that. So those are my 10. So real quick to recap: art supplies, personal care, coupons or tokens, snack size treats, mini figurines, paperback books, silly putty, bouncy balls or yo-yos, tattoos, and like mini electronics. And hopefully that at least kind of sparks some other ideas in you as well. Or at least if you're like me, reminds you that you do need to buy stocking gifts at some point. And that, you know, it doesn't have to be a ton of stuff in there. Just a fun precursor to the rest of the present opening for the day. So hopefully that's helpful. Also, I really encourage you to go check out the full gift giving collection at adorethem.com. We have so much stuff up there. There's a lot of gift recommendation. There's a lot of stuff around like gifting experiences, which Carissa put together a whole article about that, which is wonderful. That instead of giving like products, that you can give them the gift of an experience or an activity. And there's a lot of other stuff that we have up there kind of around this whole topic. How do you find that right gift for somebody? and hopefully spark some inspiration in you as well. So we always love to hear from you guys. So if you feel like there's any go-tos that you have for your stocking stuffers, please leave them in the comments below. We are always looking for more ideas. So what ideas do you have that I have not included? And other than that, we will talk to you guys later. See ya.